I saw the FIFPRO list released last night. It's so funny. It's so funny. One thing is also obvious in football these days. If you have a very good PR, if you have a team of media that can really push you very well, you don't need to be really talented. You don't need to, how will I put it? You don't need to be really good for you to win awards if you have a very good PR team. It's just so obvious. Because when I checked the FIFPRO last season, FIFPRO they released yesterday. Of course, there are some players that are there that are 100% worth it. You can't doubt it. You can't. Players like Donnarumma, he was fantastic for PSG and for Italy last season. Yeah, he was fantastic for PSG. He won all trophies that could be won. Fine. You move to the defense. We have Hakimi, Van Dijk, and Mendes. Yeah, Mendes. Of course, the best fullbacks for last season, you can't doubt it. You can't argue it. They are Hakimi and Mendes. Yeah, you can't. They are just the best last season. But Van Dijk last season, nah, I'm not having that. Don't get me wrong, Van Dijk is a world-class player. Of course, we can't argue that. But he did not have a better season than Saliba, Gabriel, or even Marquinhos. No, he did not. These three guys I've listed, they had a fantastic season last season. They had a better season than Van Dijk last season. I'm not going to start arguing or anything. Just take it from me. They have a very good season. They have better season than Van Dijk last season. I'm sure you'll be thinking that Van Dijk is this, Van Dijk is that. I'm not arguing that Van Dijk is a bad player. I'm only basing these on last season. Just last season. Van Dijk is a world-class player. Don't get me wrong. But last season, he wasn't as good as Gabriel, Saliba, or Marquinhos. No, he's not as good as these guys. In fact, Gabriel and Saliba, their partnership has been very strong for like 3 seasons now. Not just last season. These guys have been fantastic for 3 good seasons together. So one of them should have made the list. Then you go to the midfield. The midfield of Palmer, Bellingham, Pedri, and Vitinha. Yeah, we can't argue Vitinha, and we can't argue Pedri. Anytime, any day, these guys will make the team, irrespective of however you want to see it, wherever you want to see it from. But Palmer, Bellingham, this is just a case of having a very good PR team. Bellingham has a good PR team. That's just why he's on this list. Because what did he do last season for England or Real Madrid? You can't compare his impact for the team with Szoboszlai or Rice. No, you can't. These guys have a better season than Bellingham. Of course, Bellingham might be better than them, but when it comes to having impact in teams, last season, Rice has a better Rice and Szoboszlai, they had a better season than Bellingham last season. Then go to Palmer. It's so obvious. Rafinha anytime, any day over Palmer. Because Rafinha, you know what? The problem Rafinha had last season was Yamal. Barcelona and the media, they all pushed for Yamal. They pushed for him to win the Ballon d'Or. They forgot they had a better player who has a far better chance of winning the Ballon d'Or in Rafinha. They ignored Rafinha. They were pushing for Yamal to win it and eventually lost it. So I don't know what Rafinha have to do again to prove himself, because He was the backbone of Barcelona last season. He was here and there. He was not just scoring, he was assisting, he was defending, attacking, and all sorts of things. Rafinha was fantastic for. If it comes to my own the way I watched or what I've watched last season, Rafinha was the best player in Barcelona last season, and not Yamal. But the PR team for Yamal is far stronger than that of Rafinha, and they abandoned Rafinha for himself. That's why he couldn't win the Ballon d'Or last season. So in his place, in place of Palmer, I'm putting Rafinha. Then if you move forward, honestly speaking, what does Salah have to do to be respected in football? What does he have to do? This guy is is something else. He was something else last season. He had a fantastic season last season, and he's been overlooked. I don't know what they were expecting him to do. He's just so pathetic. He's so annoying. He's so disgusting for a player like Salah to be ignored. Salah was the best player in the Premier League last season, easily. He was breaking and making records, and he was being overlooked for Yamal or for who. So in the place of Yamal, I'm replacing him with Salah. And in place of Mbappe, I'm putting Harry Kane, the goal-getter. It's not just about scoring goals. He was attacking, defending. You see him in midfield. You see him passing. You see him crossing. You see him at the end of crosses. Then Dembele, fine. You can't argue it. Then my team, or the team I will have picked, is just Donnarumma, Hakimi, Gabriel, Mendes, Rafinha, Rice, Pedri, Vitinha, Salah, Kane, and Dembele. Thank you.